Hello and welcome back everyone to Rocket Rabbit Commentaries run through of Harmony of Dissonance on the Game Boy Advance. As we continue on going through Castle B, Castle B's entrance and garden area, we have access to this new enemy, the Simon Wraith. The Simon Wraith is really important for me specifically because it's really easy to take down, has got a great healing item drop as well as a good cash drop, and is worth a boatload of experience. Juice absolutely kicks the shit out of the Simon Wraith. And it is very important. And mostly because our whip is significantly longer. Wow.
You're giving a lot of love to the Simon Wraith, but you didn't pay any heed to the elephant in the room, the large ghost enemy that is just a gigantic skull head.
That's because we've actually seen the large ghost already once before, and he's not important at all. He's got a small cash drop, but even then, you know, he's not relevant.
Oh, I thought that he stole the show. I mean, it's just a
yes,
big
he's very
face.
big, but he's not actually all that imposing, given that he's a super early game enemy.
Nah.
Another
finally.
candle holder.
Now we have something to hold our very sensual candles.
I'm not entirely sure if the candles that we have are scented. Actually, I think that they are not supposed to be scented, but they could be scented.
And jump.
Damn it.
And jump.
There. Haha.
Always remember to double jump.
Smiling statue.
Smiley.
400 coins.
The
but this room
ironic
is
smiley
explicitly
face.
important because it has our final movement upgrade that we need in it after we fight our way through the Simon Wraiths. I do like Fire Poke. Honestly, all the fire spells, with the exception of Potion, are actually really good. The Crush Boots, our final movement upgrade. They are an equipable accessory, so we will be applying them for most of the rest of the game. And what they do is they allow us to break through specific barriers after we collide into them using our high jump. You need this to get the last couple of the Dracula relics, and that is what we're going to be doing for a good portion of this part. Aside from getting doing the next boss fight that I specifically do not like. We got to continue going through the garden though, because there's a couple more important treasures in the garden that I want to pick up before we go into the boss fight that I dislike.
Let's make this gray scene painted green. Wow, that was one
This is
whip
another
and 5
interesting
enemies.
room for a grinding experience because the jumping bone pillars actually give a boatload of experience when they die. It's just they also hit really hard though, and unlike the Simon Wraith, it's a bit more difficult to actually fight them safely.
They take out about 1/6 of your health bar. That's pretty heavy.
Yeah. I really wish that Juice actually had a numerical display for his HP meter instead of just the bar. The bar works, mind you, but it always feels less. It always feels like it is telling me less than I want to know. You know?
Yeah, like you don't want to underestimate how much damage you take. You want to know, okay, if this guy hits me 2 more times, I will live. Because if you don't get to enjoy that second hit without dying, then you may die.
More owls. The owls are in fact the most dangerous enemy in this area, simply because they're a bit tanky and they can hit you multiple times. Hence why we're using some potions here.
They look like a good target for Salamandra.
I don't have access to Salamander right now, but the owls do have a chance to drop turkey, and turkey is a great healing item. It's just not. I'm not gonna farm owls for turkey though. It's not worth it. It's much too risky of a farming spot.
The elixir.
The elixir is a full heal. That is what it does. It is very good at being a full heal, and that is all you need to know about it. We saved the game again, Mr. Cloud.
Thank God.
All right, so here we go. We're going into the boss fight that I actively dislike. This is the Cyclops. The Cyclops hits really motherfucking hard. Like, you know how the owls are doing about 1/6 of my HP every time they hit me?
Is this guy gonna hit us for 1/3?
Try half.
Damn. But dead in
Yeah.
2 strikes.
And the crazy thing about the Cyclops specifically is that he is an optional boss. You do not have to fight him. Now the only reason I'm only taking about 1/5 right now is because I actually put on my my actual combat gear for this. To be perfectly honest, the Cyclops is not a hard fight, but he hits like a goddamn truck.
Yeah,
As past Gerdat was mentioning.
Well, I guess it is a good thing that we did just save the game. Clank. Okay, now he's gonna dash forward.
Thankfully, he's very easy to read with his telegraphs, as are a majority of the boss fights in the game. But there we go. We have successfully defeated the Cyclops. That was probably the best fight against Cyclops I have ever had. I usually end up taking multiple losses to Cyclops.
Well, you certainly made it look easy.
Yeah, but I also got a bunch of critical hits with the with Fire Tempest, which is, you know, a spell I usually don't come into this fight with. I usually come into Cyclops with either Salamandra, which actually puts you in a pretty precarious position against him, or if I'm really stupid, I'll come in with knives and attempt to use Thousand Knives. Thousand Knives is an amazing fucking spell. Don't use it against Cyclops. Hey, Spriggan.
That's the second time we leveled up in this one part. Hey.
Yes, the garden honestly has the highest experience yields of any areas in the game. It's just that it's not really. There's not really a lot in it. You know, you get the Crush Boots, which is nice, but aside from the Crush Boots and the life max up and Cyclops, there isn't really a lot in there. There is stuff in there that I want, specifically the Simon Wraiths, but the Simon Wraiths are mostly there just so I can, you know, get the levels that I might want for endgame.
Oh, we're at the entrance to the castle.
Yes, we're at the B-side entrance. Boink!
Oh, all right.
That is why you need the Crush
$1,000.
Boots. You cannot break through here without the Crush Boots. No, we get a big mana prism.
Big mana prism. That was a jar of peanut butter.
And the Rib of Vlad. The Rib of Vlad, I do believe, is either protection against poison or the defense bonus. Which one is it? Rib of Vlad is... I couldn't read it. Nail is strength. Rib is poison. Yeah, Rib is protection against poison, which is nice. So we actually have all of the Dracula relics now. We could, in fact, go and get the fake ending, but I want to show off what is on the other side of this when you actually have the Crush Boots. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go and show off. We're gonna show off one of the fake endings actually, because this game has 3 different endings. It has the bad ending, it has the good question mark ending, and the best ending.
So endings A, B, and C. We are going after the C ending.
This is technically ending A, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, ending A is the best ending.
The merchant's not here.
Wouldn't you like to know how to access that merchant?
I would like to know how to access that merchant, honestly, but...
surrounded in mystery. Nope. Warp again.
Looking at the map to decide where we're going.
After some consideration...
I should have jump cutted this out, my bad.
Funny.
Past Gerdat is not the best editor, okay?
It takes time to think.
There we are. So, we want to show off what is in this area on both sides.
Whoosh.
You do need to come up here, not just for the medicine jars, which are amazing, not just for the heart max up and the other and the wine glass decoration.
I don't drink wine.
The Kaiser Mail, one of the literal best pieces of armor in the game, and you need to come up here on the other side in order to actually activate the the final doorway. Back to Castle A.
All right, because it's like we gotta do it in both worlds. Here, have
Yes, we
some.
do.
Would you like some peanut butter with your turkey?
Big man of Prism.
Vegemite. What the fuck?
By breaking that statue, we have successfully opened up the door.
The door.
Candlestick and a life up. Yay! Yes, passageway into the heart of the castle on both sides. Now we've got to figure out how do we. You'll notice that we actually that it now actually shows the heart of the castle on the map.
Yes, it is very much a heart. It's in the center of the map. It's even hanging down like a heart.
So now we must travel to it. Saving.
On guard.
Poison lizards. I forget what drops the poison lizard has except aside from high potion, and then again, I'm not even entirely sure they have the high potion, to be perfectly honest. I like that the crush boots at least give us some amount of armor value. It would be kind of weird if they didn't, to be perfectly honest. But there are accessories in the game that don't give you armor value, so...
Well, you can switch to heavier armor anytime you feel like.
You can, but that doesn't necessarily mean you should. I mean, having the luck gear is honestly a really good thing to do for most of your castle exploration. Simply because you'll get better defensive options doing that than, you know, just by exploring the castle. Well, for the most part. Hey, Fleeman armor.
You do not intimidate me, Fleeman. Alright, now go to the left, take out the Gorgon, and boom, you've made it to the heart of the castle.
Yes, we must save. And now we are going to get into the boss fight that I am the absolute worst at. I might dislike Cyclops. I might dislike the Cyclops fight the most, but it's actually a fight that I'm okay at. This fight, on the other hand, I am absolute dog shit as. Firstly, we must do the important things. We have to equip both the Juice bracelet and Maxim's bracelet. This is not for this particular ending, but it is for the ending that I think we're getting here. So,
Super double high jump. Neck.
Into the heart we go. Maxim.
Just, it's you.
Lydie, are you alright? She's lost consciousness, but I think we've made it here in time. Maxim, you still managed to hold on to your true self.
Yes, by some means or another, but I've reached my limit. I beg you, take my life.
What do you speak of? I can't.
I can't hang on any longer. I can't fight the impulse.
But I cannot take your life.
Then I'll make you kill me. Defend yourself.
Behold, the first fight against fake Maxim.
The walls are closing in.
Alright, Maxim here is honestly a very difficult fight for me, but that's mostly because I end up fighting this fight, you know, absolutely terribly. With the correct equipment and spell loadout, Maxim is honestly relatively easy to read and respond to. It's just that, you know, I'm not good enough at the game to do it.
Oh, he jumps, he flips, he flops.
Thankfully, if you manage to hit him while he's doing his aerial twirl, you can, you know, interrupt him.
Did it take your juice?
Back!
Don't die.
Yes, I'm gonna be spamming healing items for all three of the fights that we're gonna do against Maxim. I don't think I show the third one, but Just know that I did this fight 3 times.
Super Maxim attack, and you're dead.
I'm not quite dead. See, I still have healing potions.
You lucky bastard. And
Ouch.
then, viewers may observe, this is why we've been holding onto our potions the whole time.
Yeah, because I am not good at the Maxim fight. I know I'm not good at the Maxim fight. So, Maxim also has the ability to do this once he's down to about half health. He can split himself into a mirror clone, and his mirror clone is invulnerable.
That fucking sucks. So, not only can you waste time because you're not sure which one is the real Maxim, you also will take damage from 2 fronts instead of just 1.
Yeah. Thankfully, Juice has got enough invulnerability frames to where it's not usually a big deal, but it does still hurt. So,
if only they had a different boss theme than just the generic any boss theme. It's motherfucking Maxim.
Maxim is, Maxim is regarded by most players as the best Belmont that we've ever gotten, despite the fact that he isn't a Belmont.
That almost worked, Mr. Gerdat. That almost worked. That you were able to dodge the doppelgangers.
Okay, should be just another. Should be
the
just
other one.
Couple more whip attacks.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
No!
No, you died during this attempt. Well, phooey.
And in the next episode, we finish off Harmony of Dissonance. Be safe, everybody.